Almost all high-rank aircraft in War Thunder use targeting optics for ground attacks. Target designation systems come in many forms. Some simply help you find targets, and some also take part in weapon guidance. Today, we'll sort through the full variety of aircraft targeting systems. All of these systems can be roughly divided into two categories: built-in and pod-mounted. Built-in targeting systems are most common on Soviet and American aircraft. For example, the F-117, the A-6E, the MiG-27K, the Su-24M, and the Su-34. On all of these aircraft, the optics have good vertical viewing angles. In some cases, they can even look into the rear hemisphere. One distinctive trait of most Soviet targeting systems is the lack of a thermal imager. Built-in systems are also found on attackers, such as the Su-25T, the Su-39, and the Su-25 SM-3. Unlike the previous group, their viewing angles are much more limited, so they're mainly suited for guiding missiles in a dive. The SM-3, however, does get a good quality thermal imager. You can also find built-in targeting systems on some multi-role aircraft. For example, on the F-14B, the late Harriers, the Rafales, some Eurofighters, the Tornado GR-4, and the Kurnas 2000. We've separated these into their own group because their targeting systems are not suitable for guiding laser weapons. They can, however, be used with TV, IR, or GNSS-guided bombs and missiles. Some of these aircraft also have targeting pods, but those can take up hardpoints, so built-in optics still have real value. And since we've already touched on the second group, let's move on to pod-mounted systems. We've roughly divided them into three categories: low, medium, and high thermal image quality. They also differ in magnification and field of view. Almost all of them can provide laser designation. Two systems sit outside these categories: the PAVE Spike, which has no thermal imager and very weak zoom, and the Atlas II, which also lacks thermals but offers excellent magnification. The first category includes pods with low-resolution thermal imagers: the Lana, the KPZS, the AN/AAS-38, the TALD, and the CLDP. These systems generally have weak magnification, with the exception of the TALD and the CLDP. Their optics offer 55 and 98 times zoom, respectively. Almost all of these pods can also look directly beneath the aircraft and even backward, which is extremely useful when using laser-guided bombs. The second category includes the Lantern, the Lightning II, and the JAAQ-2. These systems can be found on around 24 aircraft from different nations. Their thermal image quality is better than that of the previous group, and the viewing angles on these and later pod-mounted systems are so good that there's barely any need to compare them. It's worth noting that the JAAQ-2 cannot provide laser designation. The final category includes systems with the best thermal image quality. Remember these top-tier pods: the Sniper, the Atflir, the Lightning III, the Damocles, the Talios, the Yings 3, the Acel Pod, the T-220, and the KADC-03A. These pods can be found on many top-tier aircraft, almost 40 carriers in total. The Malaysian Su-30 MKM has an especially interesting setup. Instead of the Russian T-220, it carries the French Damocles. Some targeting pods deserve a separate mention. The Mercury pod on the Su-25T adds night capability to the built-in targeting system and allows it to distinguish high-contrast targets. And the PAVE TAC on late F-111s is something between a built-in system and a pod-mounted one. It's equipped through the weapon loadout menu, but it occupies space inside the aircraft. The PAVE TAC is deployed using the key for your bomb bay. In terms of thermal image quality, it belongs to the first category. Which targeting pods do you like the most? Tell us in the comments. And keep an eye on the horizon, because the update is almost there.